They're senior in no department. Speed, power, chance, heart, nuts.
Alright.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There you go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts, cooking again.
There you go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There you go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts, cooking again.
There you go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There you go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts, cooking again.
There you go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There you go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There you go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts, cooking again.
There you go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There you go talking that boxing again.
Talking big facts, I ain't tell no lies. Real talk like fight fan. Slap a troll with my right hand. Hit the like button, watch the replay. Want all the smoke like EJ. Fuck a troll, what he say. I bomb a nigga like Wilder, boy. Spray the thing, make shower, boy. Tyson Fury, you a coward, boy. Box a nigga like Ego. Make you bow your head, take one knee like Kell Brook and Tim Tebow. Since the time that Lester been black and eyes like Debo. Like Debo? And I'm a breadwinner like Kevin Gates. Smoke strong, make you levitate. On my evil Spence, might meditate. Gon' watch me, you gon' steady hate. But I pimp the game like 7-8. 7-8. And I'm a big stepper like Money Brown. I don't mess around, I don't fuck around. But I fuck around, I wear my crown. Fuck around, I wear my crown. Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There you go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts, cooking again.
There you go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There you go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts, cooking again.
There you go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There you go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There you go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts, cooking again.
There you go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There you go talking that boxing again. Trill talk like fight fan. There you go talking that boxing again. This trill talk like fight fan. There you go talking that boxing again. Trill talk like fight fan. There you go talking that boxing again. There you go talking that boxing again. There you go talking that boxing again.
Yeah, what's good with y'all? What's happening with it? In the building, when y'all already know what to do when you come in the building, hit that like button and let us know you in the building. Lori Reed, salute to you, queen. And everybody, and I'm going to keep telling y'all this, everybody make sure that y'all go support Lori Reed. She got one of the best boxing groups on Facebook. And drop the group in the link so they'll go support your group, Lori. Make sure everybody go support the group on Facebook. Loyalty, it's Loyalty Promotions in Boxing. Make sure everybody go to Facebook and go support Loyalty Promotions in Boxing. It's a lot of fighters in the group. One of the best boxing groups out there. Also, and hit that like button once again. Macadocious Mac of the South, what's happening with it? Christopher Russell, what's good with it? Ron Clark, SUP Music, what's happening with it? Brown on Boxing, what's good with it? The Queen, Sheena, what's going on? Yeah, so Lori, she put the link in the chat. So all y'all got to do is go hit that link and go add yourself to the group. Yeah. We got a lot to cook on today. A lot to cook on. We get money off in the building. The Big Stepper, what's happening with you?
Chilling. How you feeling, family?
Oh, man, I'm feeling good, man. We're going to cook today, man. Let's cook these clowns.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Malachi Walker in the building. What's going on with you, Malachi? Yeah. So, like I said, building, hit that. Make sure to hit that like button. It don't cost nothing. What's going on with you, Money?
Chilling, bro. Can't call it.
Yeah, man.
Ready to cook for these boys.
Man, I wanted to get on there last night with y'all over there on Kwame channel on Loyal to the Game Boxing Talk, man. And I came in late, man. I didn't get no notification. Y'all was over there cooking though.
Man, I had to get at the haters, man. You know they find anything to nitpick at. They want to, you know how I go, bro.
I didn't even catch that, man. I got in there. Y'all was cooking on basketball and whatnot. You know, but y'all was having some good, dialogue, man. I wanted to get on there.
That was a good one yesterday.
Yeah. And make sure y'all go subscribe to my man Kwame East over there. Him and Drico Bay and Maurice Bibbs, they be over there cooking on Loyal to the Game Boxing Talk on YouTube. Make sure y'all go show them some love. And make sure y'all go show my man Knockout Boxing 86 TV some love. Go subscribe to him as well. Yes, T. Roberts, what's happening with it? Christopher Russell, what's happening with it? Yeah, man. We're gonna start off, man. We gonna go ahead and start off and people gonna come in the building, but we gonna get it started off, man. We ain't gonna waste no time, Money. First thing I want to talk about is Showtime. They came out with the Showtime PBC side. They came out with their boxing schedule. And man, let's go over some of these fights, dog. Let's go over some of these fights, let's talk about it. So Showtime, they came out with how many fights they came out? Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So they came out with with their upcoming schedule. They got 9 fights on there, right? So these are some of the fights. On May 15th, Money, we got Luis Nery versus Brandon Figueroa. Now, to me, that's a solid fight, man. I like that fight. What you feel about that fight?
A banger. That's a hell of a fight. And then you'll get to it. But that's a hell of a fight, bro. I like it. Like it's competitive. It's world championship work. You know what I mean? Both of them guys at their peak. I think Brandon Figueroa, he's getting better and better. Brandon Figueroa, he's getting better and better. He's disciplined. He reminds you of his brother Omar Figueroa, but I think I think he's going to be better than Omar. You feel me? And Luis Nery is one hell of a fighter. You know what I'm saying? One hell of a fighter. He'll come make it competitive. They go bang it out. And that's a fan-friendly fight, bro. That's a fan-friendly fight. And we can't, if anybody look at that fight and say they didn't enjoy it, it's bullshit. You feel me? That's going to be one of them good ones, bro. That's a banger.
Right. Shout out to Knockout Boxing 86 TV. And like I told y'all earlier, make sure y'all go subscribe to his channel. Go show him some support and love. Yeah, man, I like that fight. That's going to be a banger right there. That fight right there is a solid banger. And we're going to be talking about that, more in the upcoming weeks. Then you got Nordine Oubaali against Nonito Donaire. I'm not finna sit up here.
That's Nordine Oubaali.
Oubaali.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not finna sit up here and lie to you. This is for the WBC Bantamweight World Championship. I don't really, I'm not too familiar with the guy or Nordine Oubaali, but I do know Nonito Donaire. So I'm gonna let Money take that one. I'm not really familiar with Nordine.
Yeah, Nordine Oubaali is a hell of a fighter. He's a good fighter, bro. He was in plus he's been in the bantamweight tournament with them and shit. But he didn't get in. But he's a hell of a fighter, bro. Undefeated. Him and Nonito, that's gonna be a good one. You feel me? Like Nonito, we all know he made his name again back at bantamweight. I didn't think he would go last at bantamweight to make that type of impression. that type of statement that he made with in Nery, but he did. You know what I mean? So that's gonna be one hell of a fight. You seen him fight, bro? He beat Nordine Oubaali. He beat Rashid Warren. He probably.
Okay, that's the dude. Okay, yep. Yeah. I seen him fight. I've seen him fight.
Yeah. Then he beat Nery little brother as well.
That was a minute ago though.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, I know if I bring that fight up though, like
Yep, I sure did see that fight. You right.
So he's a hell of a fighter too, bro.
I lost money on that fight because I bet on Rasheed Warren.
He's a hell of a fighter, bro. So that's another good one. That's gonna be an action-packed fight too. You know, so the people who don't know Nordine Oubaali, you gonna know him on that night. Because Nonito Donaire is the perfect opponent for you to know him against. You feel me? And I'm leaning towards Nordine Oubaali to win. I'm leaning towards him to win, but it's gonna be a hell of a fight, bro. It's gonna be one hell of a fight.
Then, so next up, you know, after May the 20th, after the Nonito Donaire fight, on June the 19th on Showtime, we got Jermall Charlo versus Juan Montiel. Now, I'm gonna go into that shit later. Yeah, I'm gonna skip that one, and let's go ahead and skip that one because we're gonna cook on that after we go down this list.
All right.
Next up, we got Tank Davis. On June the 26th, we got Tank Davis versus Mario Barrios. I don't like that fight at all. And the reason I don't like that fight is because I mean, I spoke on it before, but the reason I don't like that fight is because Gervonta Tank Davis has so much work that he could be doing in two weight classes. He got work that he could be doing at 130 and 135. Both of those divisions are stacked with opponents that he could be fighting. So it's no need for him to go up to a weight division where he said he wasn't even comfortable at 135. You know, he said he's not a 135-pound fighter. He said he was a 130-pound fighter. He said he wasn't comfortable at 135. So it's like, to me, honestly, I think that I don't think that Tank Davis had nothing to do with this, because I don't care what nobody say. Can't nobody make me believe that Tank Davis walked in the motherfucking room with Leonard Ellaby and Floyd Mayweather and was like, you know what? Give me motherfucking what's his name? Give me Mario Barrios at 140. I want that fight. Man, Tank Davis ain't won the fight. He ain't. They came up with that shit. And so what it is to me is they I don't know what it is with Floyd Mayweather, but they trying to protect their prized possession, right? And I'm not saying that Tank Davis can't beat all these dudes at 130 and 135, right? But they're not giving him a chance to that. So they trying to protect their bag as much as they can. They're trying to go over and around everybody, and they're picking and choosing fights that they think is going to be easy for him. Even though Mario Barrios is much bigger than Tank Davis run down on cats like Mario Barrios every day in sparring. Mario Barrios is a tailor-made opponent for Tank Davis. So I don't like that fight at all. But we will talk about that. We're gonna talk about that much more. So June 26th, Gervonta Davis versus Mario Barrios.
Now, what I think about that fight is a hell of a fight. You feel me? No, he's not right, Lori. Talking about you right. When you look at Gervonta Davis, you look at Mario Barrios, you can put Barrios, if he was at 135 or 130, he'd be in a category with Tank Davis and all them dudes. It's just that he's at 140. The thing is, he's a champion at 140. Now, it's mind-boggling because I didn't see Gervonta going up to 140 to face Mario Barrios, but it was people I wanted to fight. I wanted to see face Mario Barrios like Regis Prograis or fucking Adrian Broner at 140 for a world title. So if them dudes is on that level and Tank go up and fight Mario Barrios, who's a top 10, 140-pounder, who's bigger than him, taller than him, got the reach, you feel me? And he's dangerous towards Tank, whether people want to admit it or not. That's a hell of a fight for Gervonta Davis as well with the fighters. Now, Ryan Garcia fuckers out of the Ryan Garcia and Tank fight. I thought Mayweather and them could have came back and revisited it. But, Golden Boy and them went in a different direction with with Javier Fortuna, which I'm not pissed off at. That's a hell of a fight you get credit for. Devin Haney getting credit for Jorge Linares, right? which you gotta give him credit for that one. You damn sure gotta get Tank credit for Mario Barrios, who I feel like is a world champion and probably more dangerous to Tank than Javier and Linares is to them dudes. So it's a hell of a fight for Tank. It's interesting. It's gonna be a fan friendly fight. You know what I mean? Barrios' defense ain't the sharpest defense, but when you look at the situation, they trying to make Tank a 3-division world champion. He going on pay-per-view. And like I say, it could have been shit. I ain't gonna say it could have been, it should have been Ryan Garcia. But overall, I'm not pissed off at the fight. I think it's an entertaining fight. I think Barrios gonna have him, he gonna have success in spots. I do got Tank winning that fight. He gonna have some success in spots as long as he fight the right fight and don't get caught up in just brawling with Tank, because that's where it go. It can be a downfall to him or it can be a plus to him. We're gonna see. We're gonna see a Tank power carry up to 140. We're gonna see a Tank get in the inside of the taller fighter. You know what I'm saying? Tank got some work to do with Barrios. It ain't just gonna be easy in there. So it's gonna be interesting, very interesting. I like the fight. I respect the fight. Like I say, I was mind-boggling. I didn't expect him to go to 140, but at the end of the day, it's a hell of a fight to me.
Yeah, I mean, I disagree with that cold-heartedly, because if you go look at Mario Barrios, I've seen most of his fights. I've seen him. He don't fight nobody. He hasn't fought nobody. When he did kind of step up, have kind of a step up fight, and he fought Akhmadov, Bektar Akhmadov, or however you say the dude name. He struggled in that fight. I thought he lost that fight. I actually did. That's another fight. I bet on Mario Barrios in that fight. And when they gave the decision, shit, I was relieved and excited because Mario Barrios lost that fight. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to iterate this again. Mario Barrios hasn't fought nobody. And when he did fight somebody that was 7-0 at the time, I thought he lost that fight. He struggled. So, you can't compare. Mario Barrios is not a top 140 pounder. Regis Prograis and all of them, if Regis Prograis never said nothing about no Mario Barrios, nor did Adrian Brunner. None of them dudes is thinking about no Mario Barrios. Mario Barrios has a secondary title. It's not even, come on now. That's
a world title.
That's a bullshit title.
They've been around for a while.
Mario Barrios haven't beat nobody for that title. So you know what I'm saying? It's a fight that they just, like I said, this is some Floyd Mayweather, Leonard Ellaby shit. They skipping them. You have a whole division, right? This is my thing. You have a whole division of fighters that you could be fighting at 130 or 135. You went up to 135 once and you fought, and you told everybody that you didn't feel comfortable at 135, that the weight was too big. You know what I'm saying? The weight class was too big for you. So you were going back down to 130. So now you skip to 140, which is not your doing. So I'm not talking about I'm not putting this on Tank Davis himself, because I understand what's going on. Now they have you skip all the way up to 140, right? When it's smoke all around you. So it's not like they having you run towards the smoke. They having you go around the smoke and take the scenic route. Mario Barrios nobody was calling for no Mario Barrios fight. Like, you know what I'm saying? If nobody was thinking about one to see Tank Davis and Mario Barrios. This is the problem I was talking about yesterday with boxing. Fans included. When this shit happens, if you like the fighter or not, you should hold the fighter and the matchmakers, which is Floyd Mayweather, Leonard Ellaby. You should hold them accountable and stop big up in this shit, because nobody was calling for this. This ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, this ain't it. This ain't it. But like I said, me and Money probably gonna have some knockdown, drag out debates about this fight later on. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not putting this on Tank Davis, because I know that Tank Davis ain't walked up to fucking Floyd Mayweather and Leonard Ellaby and said, "Give me Mario Barrios," when he got all of those other opponents in front of him. And he said, and I'm gonna make this point and I'm gonna move on, right? If the man said that he's not comfortable at 135, that the weight was too big for him, he wasn't comfortable, How the fuck is he comfortable at 140? Meaning that they saw Mario Barrios. They see that Mario Barrios is the weak link. You know what I'm saying? He running around like that Mario Barrios is straight up food. Everybody sees it. And so they're like, shit, this is an easy grab for you to go up to 140 and get a belt in another division and then go back down. Because you can tell me this is a good fight. The only way I'll accept this is a good fight, right? Since y'all want to try to make like, oh, all of a sudden this is a good fight now. All of a sudden now that you big Tank fans, and I'm a fan of Tank, but there's some bullshit. I'm gonna keep it 100. All of a sudden, it's all of a sudden a good fight. This is a good fight if Tank goes and beat Mario Barrios and stay at 140 and face Regis Prograis or somebody like that. Other than that, I know what it is. You know what I'm saying? So,
and that's your opinion.
And like John and like my man Batman say, fuck boxing.
Shout out to Batman.
What's good with Batman? What's good with you, man?
Just know this: Barrios a top 10, 140 pounder with the WBA regular title. So,
but yeah, man, we and salute to the Queen Lori in the super chat. I appreciate that. She says, "Where is it? I'm trying to post it. Let me find it. Oh, here it is." She say, "Hold on." She say, Tank just fights who they put in front of him. Yeah, I mean, I know that. I see that. You know, I don't know what type of contract Tank has with, you know, Floyd and them, but I don't know, man. To me, honestly, I don't know, man. I we'll talk about that. You know, we'll talk about that at another later time. Let's go ahead and move on. Let's go ahead and move on. Let me see. So next we got, so that's on June the 26th. Gervonta Davis and Mario Barrios. Next up, we got Chris Colbert versus Gamboa. This is a bullshit ass fight. This is another fight that don't nobody fucking want to see. Like,
Barrios, though.
Huh?
You can't compare that fight to Tank and Barrios.
No. Barrios fight is a better fight than this Gamboa shit. So I will give you that. The Barrios Gervonta Tank Davis is a much better fight than this Chris Colbert Yoriogas Gamboa fight on July the 3rd. This is some bullshit. And this is what's wrong with boxing, right? We just got done talking about Tank is fighting on June the 26th. You got Chris Colbert fighting on July the 3rd. These two motherfuckers should be fighting each other, right? You got them both fighting some shit that ain't nobody called for, but you got them fighting back to back. This is what's wrong with boxing. These are two of the best 130 pounders in the world, and they both fighting some bullshit fights. And they fighting back to back, and they ain't fighting each other. They should be fighting each other. This is some bullshit. This is what's wrong with boxing, and this is why my man Batman comes in on every show and let everybody know fuck boxing is how he feels because of shit like this. Why do they keep recycling Yoriogas Gamboa? Yoriogas Gamboa is shot out. What is Chris Colbert going out there and beating Gamboa? What's that going to prove to any of us? What is that going to prove? That's not doing nothing for me. What is that going to prove? Okay, he beat Gamboa after Tank already knocked him out, after Devin Haney already, outboxed him for 12 straight rounds. What the fuck is he? My man, Chris Colbert is one of the top 130 pound fighters. Why do they have him in the ring with Gamboa? For what? Why? It don't make no sense. And Sir Lou the God, salute. Hanky Stanky, salute. Dead Game Boxing, salute. Ralph, what's happening with it? He say, how is Tank fight for a belt when we all know the division is getting unified and made by Ramirez and Taylor? Exactly, Ralph. That's some bullshit. That's some bullshit right there. But you know, we talking about this right now. My bad. I didn't even see your comment earlier. Sheena, Cassandra Mason in the building. What's going on with you, Queen?
What's
Calvin Johnson, what's good? Dorian Gray, what's happening with it? So this is another bullshit fight. So right now, right? In my opinion, we went through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We went through 5 fights. It's one solid fight or 2 solid fights out of the 5 fights so far, in my opinion, that the fans would actually call for and want to see. Right? And that's Luis Nery and Brandon Figueroa and Nordine versus Nonito Donaire. Those are the only 2 fights that you would match up that's both in the same weight division that people will say, you know, we'd like to see them 2 fight. You see what I'm talking about? I'm talking about shit that the fans want to see. Shit, fights that the fans would call out for. Ain't no fan could have thought of wanting to see, you know what, Money? I would really like to see Chris Colbert fight fucking Gamboa. Who said that? Nobody. So this is a bullshit fight. And Chris Colbert and Tank Davis, they were both open, obviously, to fight each other. They should have been fighting. If you're going to make that fight, why didn't you make a mega fight and have Chris Colbert fight Tank Davis? That is a fight that I think everybody in this room would want to see. But what you think about Chris Colbert fighting Gamboa?
Yeah, it ain't the most entertaining fight that we was looking for. Like, goddamn, you fighting him. But I can see it with Chris Colbert being, I think he's 14 or 15-0. So they looking at keeping them busy and trying to get some experience in the ring with Gamboa, especially with Gamboa going 12 with Devin Haney. They looking at his last performance and shit and trying to see could he get in there and go 12 with Chris Colbert or get Chris Colbert some experience by fighting and shit. We know Colbert won a WA. Do we got he got the regular, if I'm not mistaken, at 130. So people weren't calling for him or fucking Gamboa, but people weren't calling for Chris Colbert and Tank neither. So it's just a thing about them keeping them busy. You know what I mean? Just he probably saying he want to stay busy, things of that nature. And you know, Gamboa name popped up and probably was the best name that was on the list that they was trying to get to him. So he picked Gamboa. They come to you with a list with names on that bitch. Gamboa probably was the most hottest name on there. Fighting Tank, fighting fucking Devin. And he like, fuck it, give me Gamboa. I'm gonna go in there and try to do better than what they did to him. You know, we ain't talking about what happened with Terrence Crawford back in the days. We know Gamboa over the hill, 38, 39 years of age. We understand that, but you know, his job is go in there and try to look good, put on a spectacular show and rise his stock. So if he can go in there and knock his ass out, you know what I mean? He can rise his stock a little bit. But like you say, it ain't the most entertaining fight that people was looking for. But I understand them trying to keep him busy and shit like that, and him saying, fuck it, give me Gamboa if that's the hottest name that was on the list. Because realistically, we know he wasn't fit to fight no damn Tank. He wasn't fit to fight no Shakur or maybe not even a fucking Leo Santa Cruz. So he still got some time to go before he become to fight those dudes. Not saying he ain't getting there, but he getting there. But right now, realistically, I don't see him in them fights with them dudes, especially with his handlers moving him.
Well, and realistically, that's the problem with boxing. And realistically, we got a whole bunch of dudes. We got cats in the comment section talking about, come on, it's just a warm-up fight. That's why y'all same dudes that's in here talking about come on, it's just a warm-up fight. Money, he said realistically, that's not no fights we would get, right? And exactly, we all know realistically, but that's the problem with boxing, because boxing is so fucked up now. We're talking about, we would never get that fight no time soon, realistically, because boxing moves like some shit. And y'all in here in the comments talking about, that's a warm-up fight. Why? What do you need a warm-up fight for? A warm-up for what? Everybody passing Gamboa around. We don't need to see Gamboa in the ring with none of these fucking stars no more. Why? You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem. So when you dudes get the fucking crying about, oh, these YouTubers and Jake Paul and these guys, that's the problem. Y'all are the problem. Because when they give you bullshit fights, you find a way, right? You find a way to make excuses for it and accept it. That's why they putting it on. They don't give a fuck about y'all. They don't give a fuck about y'all because they know that y'all gonna make excuses for it and watch the shit and support it. So they gonna watch it anyway. We gonna keep feeding them bullshit ass fights because they gonna support the shit and watch it anyway. Right? When you got all of this smoke at 130, 135, all these divisions, and like I said yesterday, ain't none of these motherfuckers fighting each other. And then when we talk about the fights, we all in agreement, oh, that fight can't happen right now. Why? Exactly. It ain't no reason why. The only reason is because that's what boxing has come to. And it's some bullshit. But you know, I mean, that's what we get. So let's go ahead and move on, man. Let's go ahead and move on. So after Chris Colbert and Yorgos Gamboa, Jermall Charlo, July the 17th versus Brian Castano. This fight is fire. Jermall, the hitman Charlo, yeah, he the hitman now. Because Jermall is no longer the hitman. Jermall is the Iron Man and the hitman. Because Jermall is coming out here running down on all of these fighters at 154 like a hitman and getting them up out of there. Jermall is about to become, right? If he can go out here and beat Castano, which is not going to be no easy fight, right? If he can go out here and do that, he's going to become first undisputed champion at 154 pounds in the 4-belt era. Now, Winky Wright was undisputed, but that was in the 3-belt era. So Jermall Charlo is going to be the first undisputed in the 4-belt era. Nobody has ever held all 4 belts at 154 pounds. And like I said, Castano could win this fight. This is not no easy fight for Jermall Charlo. So let's not overlook Brian Castano, but I do have Jermall Charlo, and this is a fire-ass fight. Especially, man, because it's so hard to get fighters to undisputed. When these motherfuckers get 3 belts, they move around, and it's just so hard to make it happen. And for both of these fighters to come together and to agree to make it happen, and shout out to Jermall Charlo and Brian Castano. You know, this is fighters are so y'all making excuses for your favorite fighter. Nah, this is what a fighter is supposed to be looking like. Jermall Charlo. How Jermall Charlo is moving is how all of them should be moving. I got nothing but respect for this fight. Shout out to Showtime for putting this fight on and making it happen and giving us one of the fights that the fans really want to see. You know what I'm saying? I want to see it. So I love this fight. Once again, Jermall Charlo and Brian Castano for undisputed July the 17th. Go ahead, Money.
Money. I'm me talking like a motherfucker. This fight, bro, one hell of a fight. What can we say about it? It's undisputed. I knew it was coming. I knew Brian Castano had the heart and the nuts to say, I'm going for the biggest bag and I want this opportunity just by his aura and how he was talking after he beat Laura. Well, sorry, they gave it a draw, but to me, he beat Laura. Shit, fuck it. He beat him to me. You know, after the Laura fight, and then after he won against Patrick Teixeira, he wanted to be undisputed. Like that, he was like, that's why I salute Jules and Dongo as well. He was like, shit, I ain't holding back. You know, I want the best of the best. Jermall Charlo is the best. I want to face him. Just like he faced Laura, one running, one nervous, you know. And it just, Brian Castano, them Argentinians, bro, they tough. They not afraid of shit. It's where they come from. It's how they come up. They tough, bro. Don't shit get to them. You know what I mean? It don't rather them from the men and the women. Look at the Argentina ladies when they fight. Like, they tough as fuck. I don't know if it's in their makeup, their DNA, they build, but they some tough motherfuckers, bro. Mentally wise and physically. So Brian Castano is a tough motherfucker, bro. You understand the opportunity. You understand what Jermall Charlo is. And he got a skill set himself. It ain't just him coming forward like he just, brawling.
Jermall got 3 belts, don't he?
Yeah, he got 3. It's undisputed. Yep. So he got the IBF, the WA, and the WBC. So it's a method to his madness when he coming in and fighting like he fighting, bro. So, Brian Castano damn sure in this fight. It's going to be one hell of a fight. I do got Mel winning this bitch. Mel know what he up against. He understand the opportunity here. And, man, shouts out to him for coming back off a fucking loss and still making history and becoming arguably working his way to be the pound-for-pound boxing fucking in the game, because this is some special shit he doing. A minor setback for a major comeback. The boy came back for everything he's owed, and he out here shining, bro. And he don't get enough fucking credit, to be honest with you. He don't get enough credit. You feel me? I see niggas shitting on Mel every day, all day. But in his division, the best are fighting the best. They all taking L's left and right, but they building themselves back up. And that's why when you don't praise the old, like a lot of you motherfuckers do praising the old, you see what a fighter built. I mean, what they made of. You see they courage if they can bounce back or not. And everybody in that division who took an L bounced back to me and showed grit, showed nuts, showed what determination. You know what I'm saying? So everybody touched the titles. Everybody made history by becoming world champion. And they know they can do it. Like now they're in a position like, fuck it, I lost. I know I can get back. So you still train hard as fuck to put yourself back in that position. You feel me? Like Jermall said, I took an L. I know what that shit feel like. You know what I'm saying? So you get that little what's the word I'm looking for? It's when you got that shit in the back of your head, damn, if I lose my O, I don't want to lose my O, this, that. And sometimes that shit can play on you. You know what I mean? Especially in the ring, you thinking about that shit, damn, I'm about to lose, what they fit to say about me. You get all that shit out your head. Not saying losing is a good thing and nothing like that, but that anxiety of losing your O, you get all that shit out your head and clear that shit, you become a way better fighter, bro, because you're like, fuck that shit. You're not trying to compete with nobody. You're not trying to be nobody. You can just be yourself and do your skills and do you inside the ring. And I think that's where Jermall at right now, and it's making him a better fighter. So it's going to be one hell of a fight, bro. It's going to be very entertaining. I got Mel winning, but Brian Castano damn sure going to bring his best, and he going to fight as a champion he is. So, yeah, that's a good one. I would have paid for that fight.
Yeah, hell of a fight. Mel winning too. But like I said, Money, this is a fight that Brian Castano can win. You know what I'm saying? This is not a fight that you're gonna look at and the odds gonna be like -800. You know what I'm saying? This is a great fight. It's a highly competitive fight. And we need to see a lot more of this shit in boxing, man. But I love that fight, man. Let me see. I love that fight though. Real talk. Let me see. Now we got next up on the list, Money. We got so once again the Charlo Brian Castano for undisputed, and then on August the 14th, right? It's another great fight that I love. This is another fight I love, Money. On August the 14th, we got Rigondeaux. We got Guillermo Rigondeaux versus Juan Casimero. Yeah, Casimero. We got Rigondeaux versus Casimero. Man, this I love this fight. It's actually for the WBO bantamweight championship. Casimero, man, he could go. And Rigondeaux, everybody know what Rigondeaux can do. But the thing about Rigondeaux now is Rigondeaux don't fight like he used to. He is he slowed down a lot and he don't move. You know what I'm saying? He really kind of stand in the pocket and bang with you. And I think he might knock out Rigondeaux because boy could go. Casimero, man, he could go, man. He got speed, he got power, he got footwork, and yeah, I think he might get up out of there, dog. But this is a great fight, another fight that I'm looking forward to see August the 14th, and it's for the WBO Bantamweight World Championship. What's your take on this fight, Money?
Hell of a fight. I'm very interested in. Rigo is back. I don't know if his last couple fights, if he chose to fight that way, stand out there and try to bang like that, what he was doing, it ain't good for him to fight that type of fight because first of all, his chin ain't that granite. You know what I mean? Whenever somebody touch him, his ass can go down. It showed in the Nito fight, it showed in the other fight. I forgot the fight that put his ass down too, but you know, he know for a fact you can't be getting hit like that. You know, by him being the little thin frail as he is, you know, hell of a boxer, got hell of a angles when he do use this shit. Like Rigo is one of the with my eyes is one of the greatest fucking fighters I ever seen in my life. He's one of the greatest fighters I ever seen in my life, bro. When he fight his style of fight, they blackball him to not fight his style of fight, and they kind of fuck him around. But early on in his career, he was using defense and knocking shit out. You know what I mean? Knocking shit out, looking amazing, bro. And we all know what Bob Burnham did to him, which was some bullshit. But now, you know, he's back in a position to be a world champion again. It's a hell of a fight. He gonna come out here, like I said, hopefully he do use his legs and fight like the old Rigo because the new Rigo sitting there banging with my guy, it ain't gonna look too good. You feel me? It ain't gonna look too good. That boy can fight his ass off. He wanted Nui, you know what I'm saying? He wanted Nui, talking about he ain't no monster, he a Japanese turtle. I think he Filipino, if I'm not mistaken. I gotta check and see. He really want that smoke. He wanted Nui, talking all shit about it. Nui calling him a Japanese turtle and shit. So he's a hell of a fighter, bro. He's a hell of a fighter. He got heart. You know, he's ready to put on a great fucking show. He gonna understand what he up against though. But I'm not gonna count out Rigo. If Rigo get out there and fight like the old Rigo, and if he can put his legs out there and make this boy miss and pay, then Rigo put himself in position to become the world champion again. So it's gonna be one hell of a fight. I'm gonna be interested to see the odds on this fight. But that's gonna be very entertaining, bro. Very entertaining. But if Rigo sit up there and fight like he been fight, I'm with you. I think he get knocked out. But if he fight his fight, I think he can walk his ass into something because he got power too. Rigo got real power. He got real power. And if the fight that Casimero, the fight he fight, you know, that rough and tough fight, Rigo can catch his ass and something, walk his ass into something, swole up his eye, break his jaw or some shit because he known for breaking something on your motherfucking ass. That little motherfucker got some pop. So it's gonna be very interesting, bro. It's gonna be very interesting, but that's gonna be a good one. So I'm gonna be looking forward to seeing that one as well.
Yeah, man, I'm really looking forward to that fight, man. That's gonna be a banger right there. Real talk. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go with Juan Casimero in that fight, man. I'm going with him. John Riel Casimero. I'm going with him, man. He could go. He got heavy hands, man. He can go. But looking forward to that fight, man. That's it. Let me read some of these comments. Batman say Trill about to run PBC, Top Rank, and DAZN out of business. YouTube do better numbers than real boxers. Shaking my head. AB about to go over there and get his bag up. We'll see. I don't think they can run no Top Rank, and they just been in boxing for too long, man. They've been in boxing for too long. And every new thing, everybody's excited for it, but that should have died off. That should
go burn out. Because be so many pay-per-views, motherfuckers gonna die that shit.
But these fighters and these motherfucking promoters better take heed, dog. They better take heed, dog, and pick this shit up. They better pick the ball up, man. Because they dropping the ball. What's good with it, Chris Mitchell? What's happening with it, fam? So next up, right? So that's a solid fight, man. So next up, we got David Benavidez versus Jose Uzcategui, right? On August the 28th. We got we got David Benavidez versus Uzcategui.
Read Bomac question. Yeah. Shout out to Bomac. I agree with you.
Shout out to Bomac. He say Triller don't sign fighters. Yeah. They just going over there, you know, for one fight deals and stuff like that. So Triller don't even have a fight roster. You know what I'm saying? They don't have a fight roster like that. So like I said, ain't no way that Triller is gonna, you know, take Top Rank out of business and all of that. That ain't gonna happen. They've been around too long. PBC been around, Showtime been around too long, you know. It ain't gonna happen, man. But
them big entities like that, bro.
But I like what they doing, giving these fighters a chance to go over there and get it back. But like I said yesterday, I don't want them to just give these fighters big bags for fighting bullshit fights. I want them to let it be known, right? I want them to let it be known that if you come over here, we'll pay you big money, but you have to fight the best. So you can't just come over here and fight any bullshit opponent. Bring the best with you over here and we'll make the fight. But if you're not going to come over here and just get a bag for free for fighting some bullshit, that's just what it is. Bo Mac said he going over there. Hey, who you going to fight, Bo Mac? You taking Bud over there? Which one of your fighters you going to take over there? Hey, shit. You know, they should have y'all should have try to see what's up with Sean Porter and Bud fight over there. Y'all can make it, man. They'll pay y'all good on Triller. You know, oh Bob, your promoter don't want to pay Sean. You know, shit, take that shit to Triller. That was a solid fight over there. That should have get big numbers, dog. He said he taking all his young guys over there. Man, have Sean Porter and Bud over there. Man, y'all get so much. Y'all will get a big bag. Y'all get that fight on Triller.
Boy, ESPN ain't letting that shit happen.
Hell no. We ain't paying you all this guaranteed money for you to take your ass no Triller. But shit, I mean, if they don't sign back with ESPN. They didn't get no Manny Pacquiao fight, so Bud, they might not sign back they might not sign back with Top Rank. I don't know, but that's a whole different conversation. But next up, man, we got, like I said, we got the David Benavidez and Jose Uzcategui fight. I actually like that fight, man. I like that fight. Jose Uzcategui, to me, his last fight, he just fought. He just recently fought, and he fought in March, this past March, I believe. Let me see. I think Jose Uzcategui just fought. He fought on the 26th of March. He got a KO. Before that, he hadn't really looked the same to me since he fought since he fought Caleb Plant. But he coming off a big KO victory. And this is a solid fight because they both have something in common. You got David Benavidez that's been wanting the Caleb Plant fight for a long time. And then you got Jose Uzcategui was Caleb Plant's first big step-up championship fight, and he showed out in that fight. So I think that David Benavidez is going to go out here to try to make an example out of Jose Uzcategui and try to, make some noise. Right? This is a solid fight. And Jose Uzcategui, he ain't no bum, dog. And this is a great matchup. This is a great matchup because these are two pressure fighters. Jose Uzcategui is a fucking pressure fighter. He keeps the pressure on you from round 1 through 12. And David Benavidez do the same thing. So this fight is going to be fire. This is an action-packed fight. And I can't wait to see it, man. So Jose Uzcategui versus David Benavidez on August the 28th. What's your take on this fight is?
Yeah, I like the fight for the entertainment purpose. Feel me? But I don't think it's gonna be, to me, I don't think it's gonna be that competitive. Especially after seeing Jose Uzcategui lose to fucking Lionel Thompson, who I thought he was gonna beat. Yeah. I mean, but he is coming off a KO win. He could big himself back up and make it tough. But I think just David Benavidez is gonna have his way with his ass. I think it's gonna be one of them fights where he stops his ass in around 5 or 6 rounds. I don't think Jose Uzcategui, how you pronounce his fucking last name? I don't think his ass make it past 6 rounds with David Benavidez. I think, David Benavidez, I think he's gonna wipe the floor with his ass. I think he'll come in just looking for that big shot. David gonna be too fast for him. I think the speed and the power gonna be too much for him, I don't see it being competitive. And I like Jose. I like him. You feel me? I like him becoming world champion, what he did with Andre Derrell. I like those fights. Caleb Plant took his ass to school, but he still went out there and did what he had to do, try to make it competitive and shit like that. But the Lionel Thompson fight it showed me that he lost a little step. You know what I mean? And I think Lionel Thompson was 5 or 6 losses on his damn record. So, that fight, No, it kind of showed me he lost a step. But like I say, you can always dig yourself back up and get pumped up for a certain fight on a certain night. So I'm gonna see how he look. But I just think Dave Benavidez is gonna be too much for him. Gonna wipe the floor with his ass.
Yeah, man. I look at this fight is that if you get the same Jose Uzcategui that came in against Caleb Plant, the same fighter that came in against Andre Durrell, I think it's going to be a hell of a fight. I think if you get that same Jose Uzcategui, it's going to be the toughest fight of David Benavidez's career. But you know, if we get a washed up Jose Uzcategui, we're gonna get what you said, money. We're gonna get him running through Jose Uzcategui and getting him up out of there, you know, within 7 rounds, I say, you know, early or maybe earlier. But it's all, to me, this all depends on what fighter you get, you know, coming in that ring on, when was it again? It's let me see when the date is again. On August the 28th. You know what I'm saying? It all depends, man. So I like the fight. You know, especially because we're not getting no Jermall, because we could have been getting the Jermall Charlo versus David Benavidez, but we're not getting that fight. So, you know, it is what it is. You know, it's a good stay ready fight, a real decent stay ready fight for Benavidez. So, you know, big ups to Benavidez, man, because he continued to try to fight the best, man, and he trying to stay active and stay busy. Nothing but respect for Jose Benavidez. So that's on August the 28th. And then on September 11th, you got Stephen Fulton Jr., right? He going to be coming off a pretty long layoff, right? Because he, on September the 11th, on 9/11, right, he's going to be fighting the winner of Luis Nery versus Brandon Figueroa. So he going to be fighting the winner of that fight. So he got to wait all the way into 9/11 to get that fight. He got to wait all the way to 9/11 to get that fight. You know, it's going to be a pretty long layoff. I think he just fought him. When did Stephen Fulton fight? He fought a couple months ago, right?
Yeah, probably a month ago, just became the world champ.
I think he fought in what did he fight in March or February?
One of months. I know he just became champ. I think it was March. Let's see.
Okay. But yeah, you know, not too long of a layoff, but you know, a little layoff, and he gonna fight the winner of the Luis Nery and Figueroa. I love that fight, man. I love that fight. It's gonna be a tough whoever wins that fight, whether
that was in January.
He fought in January. Yeah. It was that long ago?
It don't seem like it, but yeah, January.
Damn, he was flying, dog. So yeah, that's gonna be you know, 8-month layoff. Not too bad, you know what I'm saying? But this is gonna be whoever wins, whether Brandon Figueroa wins or Luis Nery wins, right? Either one of these opponents is going to be a real tough fight for Stephen Fulton Jr. You feel what I'm saying? Either one of these opponents is going to be tough for Stephen Fulton Jr., you know? So I'm looking forward to it, man. I think both of these opponents for him is 50-50 fights. What you think, man? What you think, Money?
Yeah, I like the fight too. Yeah, Fulton, I like his style, bro. I like his boxing style. You know, to me, he don't really do nothing special. He's just a smart fighter. And I think pressure do get to him, but he do got a good gas tank. He got a good gas tank, and he know how to pace himself. So I think Brandon Figueroa gonna be the winner over Luis Nery. I could be wrong, but I just feel like it's a hell of a fight. Either way, and I'm with you. I think both of them give him a hell of a fight. I think both of them on that level with him. You feel me? And I think they go give us a good one, bro. It's a 50-50 to me either way. I'm riding for Fulton though, but I think out of both, I think Brandon Figueroa might give him more problems than Luis Nery, in my opinion, just because of his pressure style and the way he can try to wear your ass out in his activity. Because that motherfucker throws like Figueroa, switch from left to right, you know, bang your ass on this side, bang you on that side. So it's gonna be interesting, but I favor Fulton over both, even though I say it's like 50-50. I think Fulton, you know, like I say, his style to pace himself and to try to wear your ass out and come on late has been working for him lately. So he'll try to use that same style, wear their ass out there and come on late and now point him on the win. Or if he can catch him with a shot, get him out of there. But he ain't really that powerful, you know. So he's a smart fighter. That's why I use the smarts in the ring game. Like I say, both of them, I'm with you. Like both of them getting problems. I think Figueroa might give him more problems, but I'm a favorite Fulton over both.
Yeah, man. I really don't know. I don't know if I could say I favor Fulton over both of them. Like I said, that's a fight I really got to think about because Stephen Fulton, he cool, you know what I'm saying, but he ain't like he don't do nothing real special to me, you know. He just don't. I don't know. He don't stick out like that to me. You know, I think those are 50-50 fights. I have to, you know, think about it more, but solid fights, man. So overall, this Showtime upcoming line schedule that they put out, overall, they got a pretty good schedule overall. You feel what I'm saying, man? I don't, you know, some of they got some bullshit fights that they put off in there, but overall, the schedule's solid. What you think?
Hell yeah, I like the schedule. Like I say, the only fight that I'm not too interested about is Colbert and Gamboa. But like I say, I understand the fight. I understand it. They still getting Colbert experience in the ring. Like I say, 24 years of age with 15 fights. You know, the Gamboa fight can't do him no, it can't harm him. It can't harm him. So I respect the fight. I respect all the fights on the court. I think they're gonna be good, man. Even with Chris Colbert and Gamboa, I'm looking to see if Chris can do something that the other boys can do. So I respect the whole Showtime lineup. PBC giving us some great fucking fights. You know what I'm saying? And then we'll see what the Fox squad look like when they drop their shit because they ain't done.
Yeah, man. Solid lineup though. Solid lineup. So you know, now Fox, like you said, Fox got to come with it, dog. Fox got to come with it. So we, like you said, we gonna see what Fox come with, man. But yeah, that's solid, man. Now, let me see. Batman say Sweet Hands gonna put hands on David Benavidez. I think when they do fight, I think Sweet Hands gonna put this just David. His feet too slow and he gets hit too much. But it's gonna be a hell of a fight. J.A. Dixon says, "Oh, that's right. He did have a fight in March against Obando. He says whatever the fuck that is, but lost to Lionel Thompson. Yeah, he lost. Yeah, he just had a fight, but he did lose to Lionel Thompson. Man, that was a big upset. I don't even think he might have not been taking Lionel Thompson serious. I don't know what it was, but wasn't Lionel Thompson a replacement opponent?
He's on the money team. No, he wasn't.
Dixon says, what does Plant do if Billy Joe actually wins? Shit, that's a good question, which I don't think is gonna happen, but that is a good question. That's a good question. If Billy Joe fuck around and yeah, because if Billy Joe won, it'll be a rematch with him and Canelo. And then Plant, I would say that he would have to fight David Benavidez, but David Benavidez already got a fight coming up. So that's a good question. What would Caleb Plant do?
He ain't gonna fight nobody. You know, he's gonna take a
because
fight that's gonna keep him in position to fight Canelo.
See, to me, I get on all these guys, and everybody know I'm a huge Caleb Plant fan, but I keep the same energy. It's no more fucking soft touches or tune-ups for Caleb Plant. He ran all out of them, just like Tank, just like Jermall Charlo. He's run out of free passes. Ain't no more soft touches for my man Caleb Plant. I don't want to see him in there with no more soft touches. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see that. But Hanky Stanky 420, he said, respect the grind. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you in that super chat. Appreciate you for support. Yeah, man, he all out of soft touches. Don't nobody want to see Caleb Plant in a ring with no more bullshit ass opponents. Period. But man, speaking of that, man, so let's go back to one of the fights on this list, right? That I gotta cook on, dog. I gotta do it. I didn't want to do it, but I gotta do it. Right? And you know where I'm going at with this money. I gotta do it, dog. And like I said, I always keep the same energy. If a fighter deserves to be criticized, I'm gonna criticize him. If a fighter deserves to be praised, I'm gonna praise him. So let me see. Now let's go back up to this list. On June the 19th, we got Jermall Charlo versus Juan Montiel. Right? You got Jermall Charlo versus Juan Montiel. When I looked at this fight, when I heard this fight, and no disrespect to Juan Montiel, because some of my, one of my dudes trains him, and some of my guys spar with him, But this is Jermall Charlo that we're talking about, right? When I heard this fight, all I could do is drop my hands, drop my head, put my hand over my face, and shake my head. And the reason why is because you have Jermall Charlo. He came out. First of all, he called out David Benavidez. He said he would knock out David Benavidez. David Benavidez wouldn't last past 5 or 6 rounds with him. Money. Big stepper. The key word is he called out David Benavidez. David Benavidez didn't call Jermall Charlo out. David Benavidez didn't mention Jermall Charlo, right? Jermall Charlo also spoke on Caleb Plant, and he said Caleb Plant wouldn't last past 4 rounds with him. Jermall Charlo talking big shit, shit that the fans want to hear, shit that sounds real good. All of that sounds real good, But each one of those guys, David Benavidez was on Charlo's head real heavy. Damn near begging him, since you calling me out, let's make it happen. I'll even let you get a fight in between. And we can make it happen in September, make a mega fight. It was, he don't got no vaccine. I'm not fighting a fighter under 25. Why would I go up to 120 to 168? I'm not a 168 pounder. But before, I only hold a man to what he said. But before he said all of that, Jermall Charlo said, I'm strong. I'll be stronger at 168. Motherfuckers don't know how big I actually am. And what I have to do to make 160. I'm going up to 168, because I'm stronger at 168. And then when David Benavidez starts putting pressure on his neck, applying full pressure on him, all of a sudden it was, y'all know I ain't no 168-pound fighter, and there was a million excuses not to fight David Benavidez, right? 1,000,001 excuses. So, okay, cool. A lot of y'all gave him a pass with that bullshit. I didn't give him no pass because, like I said, it's my duty to keep the same energy. I didn't give him no pass. That was some bullshit. You ducked the man. You ducked David Benavidez flat out because you called him out. Now, if you had to never call him out and he called you out and you said, I'm not a 168-pound fighter, well, then we can't say that you ducked him because he calling you out and you're not even fighting at that weight division. But you the one that said you wanted to move up to 168. You the one that said that you wanted to fight him and you would fuck him up and knock him out and all of that, right? So I don't know if you was just gassed off of some shit and didn't think nobody was going to hold you to that. I don't know what it was, but so cool. You did that, right? We got on your helmet about that, and then that kind of died off. Then you got on Caleb Plant. Then, so you've been talking big shit, right? Then you came out and you said, nah, fuck all these cats. Fuck David Benavidez. I got my next fight is finna be a big ass announcement. My next fight finna be big. I got a big announcement coming up soon. So me and Money, we did a show. I don't know if you remember this, Money, when we did the show, and we said, okay, his next fight better be big. He better not come out and fight no motherfucking Rudy Poot ass opponent. Remember we talked about that, Money.
I remember that show, but
we talked about that, right? I talked about it. I came out and I said that, he better not come out and fight no fucked up ass Rudy Poot ass opponent. Like, he got to fight somebody solid coming up next. He got to fight somebody solid. So, you know, but I said that I didn't see him coming out fighting nobody solid. It was rumors that he was going to fight. Who was that? What was the rumors that came out that he was going to fight? Man, who was that?
Chris Eubanks?
No, not Chris Eubank. It was a weak ass opponent, man. It was who was it, man? But I didn't believe it. It was some rumors, but you know, the whole thing is we're talking all this shit. Now you got to come out and you got to fight somebody solid. You got to come out. You know what I'm saying? You had big fights on the table that you could have made, and you decided, no, you're not a 168-pound fighter, right? You got Dudu Andrade out there. You got Daniel Jacobs that was out there. It's a lot of opponents. You even got Chris Eubank. You got a lot of dudes that you could have been on their neck trying to make a fight with him. And you come out fighting Juan Montiel. No disrespect to Juan Montiel, but he's a club fighter. Like I said, no disrespect to him. And this is not a knock on him. He's just not that level for Jermall Charlo to be coming out fighting this dude, right? Come on, bro. You talked all of that shit, and you talked all of that shit to do this, right? And I got a list of opponents that I always say they don't have no more free passes left. They don't have no more touch-ups. They don't have no more bullshit fights. And Jermall Charlo is one of them, especially all of the shit that he talks. You don't have no more bullshit fights, right? You can't come out. We know that Demetrius Andrade has a whole career of fighting bullshit fights. You can't come out and fight a worse opponent than he has. You fought, right? Since you moved up to the 160-pound weight division, right? You fought, and I do respect Brandon Adams, but Brandon Adams is not a 160-pound fighter. Brandon Adams is a 154-pound fighter. I do respect Brandon Adams. You know what I'm saying? So don't get me wrong. I respect Brandon Adams. But since you moved up to 160-pound weight division, you only fought one solid fight. And that was your last fight. So you can't give me a fight on pay-per-view, right? You can't headline a pay-per-view and then come back and fight a club fighter. And like I said, no disrespect to Juan Montiel, but that's just I gotta keep it 100. You can't do that. You can't do that. So, and like this is some bullshit, man. This is some bullshit. And a lot of y'all is quiet about this shit. You don't want, but you came and y'all was cool with shitting on Canelo because he went and fought a bullshit ass fight when he fought what's his name? Fucking Yildirim, right? Y'all shitted on him for fighting Yildirim, which was a bullshit fight. So keep the same motherfucking energy because this dude ain't as good as Yildirim. So what the fuck is Jermall doing? You know what I'm saying? It's like your brother is out here running laps around you. And I fuck with Jermall heavy. Jermall is one of my favorite fighters, but this shit is looking real bad right now. Man, and I know y'all, well, he called out Triple G. It's other fighters in the division. I don't want to hear that bullshit. Go ahead, Money.
Yeah, I'm not too intrigued by this fight. You know, gotta keep the same energy for the ones who shit on Canelo, and I'm one of them that shit on Canelo in that fight. So this fight here, like you say, he talked all that shit about Benavidez, talking shit about Demetrius Andrade, how you can knock them out in under 6 rounds and shit like that. And then you go fight a motherfucker that you're supposed to knock out in 2 or 3 rounds. Now, like I said, I'm not gonna be pissed off at my man Montiel for getting this opportunity at a world title. You feel me?
Right.
Because this is big shot and shit. He get his opportunity, but with Jermall Charlo, just even though he coming off the Derevchenko fight, you know, we still looking for something better than this. You know what I mean? There's plenty of names out there that he could have fought, in my opinion, that was better than this, that could have gave him some recognition if it wasn't Demetrius Andrade, who that's the only fight I want to see him fight for real at 160, or Triple G, or Jaime Munguia, or you know the big names at the 160-pound fighter. It's names out there that was bigger than this damn name, you know. So at the end of the day, bro, you can't be doing all that talking and not going there and give us, you know, some quality work. Now, with that being said, none of these motherfuckers is fighting each other at 160 neither. So all these motherfuckers at a standstill, and you know, I don't know if all these motherfuckers think they superstars, too big enough to face each other, or they all just got this ego shit. But Jermall did come out and say he'll fight Demetrius Andrade next. You know, that's one of the things we're gonna say we'll believe it when we see it. But he did say it, so now we gotta wait and see. You know, if that's gonna be true. Because if it is true, if he's gonna fight Andrade next, then the ones that was giving Canelo a pass saying he's doing it for the money and we understand it because he want to fight this dude, then you got to get Charlo the same respect as well. You feel me? If that's gonna happen, so we'll just see. But I'm not too thrilled on this fight. I ain't too thrilled on this fight. I don't think my dude stand a chance against Charlo. But Charlo, you can't be doing all that goddamn wolf and all that talking about your next fight go be this, go be that, and then this what you announce. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like your opponent pulled out of something, or he had this fight, they pulled out, so now this is the fight he fighting. Now it ain't like your opponent pulled out of none of that shit. This the dude you actually pick. You know what I mean? And I know the list of names. I know he want the most appealing fucking name on the list, homie. I know he wasn't. You feel me? Now you ain't fought in September, but at the end of the day, your little brother is coming back. He ain't fought in September, and he fight for undisputed against Brian Castano. A tough motherfucker can arguably be top. Well, I ain't gonna say could top 5 in a super welterweight division. So you gotta get credit where credit is due, bro. And you gotta call it bullshit. You gotta call it bullshit to bullshit. And this fight, it ain't too intriguing to me. You know what I'm saying? It ain't too intriguing to me. You know, people go be happy to see Maul back in the ring because we fuck with Maul, but this fight ain't too intriguing to me, bro. You know, it's on the level of almost Chris Colbert and Gamboa. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't too hyped and too thrilled about this fight. But like I say, I'm gonna see what he do after, because right now the shit signed, sealed, and delivered. It ain't shit we can do about it. So I'm gonna see what he do after the move he make after, and that's gonna determine me to get on his ass. But I'm not too thrilled with this fight myself.
Man, M Stacks 85. Like I said earlier, the reason boxing is fucked up is because of you and fans like you. I fuck with Jermall Charlo just as much as you do. But see, the difference between me and you and a lot of these fans is I'm not going to sit around and pretend and act like bullshit ain't going on, right? You see how fast you try to come in here and make excuses for Jermall Charlo fighting Juan Montiel, right? Instead of just sitting back and keeping it real with yourself, like, yeah, this ain't no shit. Like Jermall need to fight somebody better, you know, right? You coming in here making excuses, talking about he got 4 losses just like Ugas. If he was a paper belt, if he had a paper belt, you would love it. No, the fuck I wouldn't. This is the problem. This right here, comments like this, because he represents the way that a whole lot of boxing fans move. That's how they think. Well, if I like the fighter, even though deep down I know they moving like some fuck, I know they moving hella suspect. But you know what? I'm not gonna admit it. I'm not gonna hold them to that to those standards. I'm not gonna hold them accountable. I'll just argue with people and make excuses. You know, I'll accept anything. That's why Leonard Ellaby said it. Y'all accept anything. How are you, M Stacks 85? How are you holding him accountable? How are you holding all boxers accountable when you just came in and tried to make a case for why Jermall Charlo is fighting the fight that he fighting, right?
The case he really trying to make, he's trying to get on Errol Spence. He's trying to hit on Errol
The
Spence.
thing is, you cannot, first of all, you cannot compare, and no disrespect to Juan Montiel, because I'm glad that he is getting his shot. You know what I'm saying? Do I think that he deserves a shot at Jermall Charlo? Fuck no. But no disrespect to him. He's getting his shot, and I can't hate on him for getting his shot. So this is not a stab at Juan Montiel. This is strictly about Jermall Charlo. You see what I'm saying? This is about Jermall Charlo. So like I said, you tried to come in and compare Montiel to Ugas. There is no fucking comparison. If you think there is a that you can compare Montiel to Ugas, you might need to stop watching boxing like yesterday, because it ain't doing you no good. You dig what I'm saying? And what's good with it, Coach? What's happening with it?
What's going down, Coach? How you feeling, big dog?
So me, the sport of boxing would be different if the fans move different. If we all move different, the sport of boxing would be different. Because, and I'm gonna tell you, it's simple, right? If the fans wouldn't accept bullshit like this, right, it wouldn't go on, because these promoters and these fighters would notice that real fast that, damn, ain't nobody, every time I come into a bullshit fight, ain't nobody watching it. We losing money. Ain't nobody paying to come out and see it. And that shit would change real fast. But just because it's a fighter that y'all like, right, you're going to make an excuse. You're going to still pay to see him. And this shit's going to continue. It's going to continue, you know. And I feel how Batman feels, man. That's why Batman is like, fuck boxing, because it's just, this shit's ridiculous. Right? It's ridiculous, right? But you got dudes like M Stacks 85, right, that says Spence versus Ugas is just trash, right? It's all of a sudden trash. But I guarantee you, he was one of the same ones that was running around talking about that Spence was ducking Ugas. I guarantee you, he was running around talking about Spence was ducking Ugas when Ugas was his mandatory. And if Ugas had fought Bud Crawford, I guarantee you that would have been a solid ass, dope ass fight to him. Man, we see what y'all do. We see what's going on, you know. But like I said, man, it's very few cats in the boxing world that's gonna keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, man, Maurice Isaac, what's happening with it? What's good with it? Texas Bubba 6 TV, what's happening with it? How you gonna talk about you want mega fights, not bum ass fights, but you was just in here making an excuse for Jermall Charlo fight Juan Montiel? Make it make sense, man. But anyway, dog. Yeah. So that's some shit, man. I'm not. You can't do that, dog. You can't talk all that shit that Maul did, dog, and then come out with a fight like this. You know what I'm saying? This is some straight bullshit. And to me, he didn't have no more passes on his record. He didn't have no more, oh, well, easy fight. You cannot come out. Money. My thing is, you cannot come out and main event a pay-per-view card and then fucking go all the way down to this. You can't do that. You would never see Jermall Charlo doing no shit like this. You would never see Errol Spence main event a pay-per-view card and then coming back and fighting fucking Ivan Redcatch. Do you feel what I'm saying? You're not going to see Errol Spence main event a pay-per-view card and come back and fight Ivan Redcatch in his next fight. What are you doing? What is Jermall Charlo doing? You know what I'm saying? You stepped out of the house. You stepped off of the porch and ran right into the smoke. And then you went back in the cage and you ain't, what's going on? You can't do that. What is going on with Jermall Charlo? Whoever made this matchup, what's going on with them? Like this is what's the problem with boxing. I don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? You went and made a pay-per-view main event and now you didn't went fucking 30 steps backwards. It don't make no sense at all. But yeah, man, anything else you want to say about that before we cook on this Errol Spence? These Errol Spence, weirdos, these Errol Spence hater weirdos. It's CB Sports TV. What's happening with it?
CB was going down, my brother. Now we can move to the next topic.
Yeah, man. So I'm gonna let you cook on this. So, man, y'all all seen, a video came out where Errol Spence, with his brother, with his best homeboy, Yellow Beezy, they chilling, doing their thing, and Errol Spence playing around, hugged Yellow Beezy and act like he was gonna kiss him, like, oh man, this my brother, I love my brother, right? Just playing around. Shit that a lot of y'all motherfuckers do, you know what I'm saying? Playing around with your homeboy. I don't do shit like that, but I mean, just playing around, right? You got now, right? The cats, the Bud Protection Committee, right? The BPC, the Bud Protection Committee, and the Errol Spence haters and weirdos, they've been lurking around and sniffing up under EJ's nuts and shit, waiting to find out, waiting to just waiting. Like what can we go talk about now? Man, he ain't giving us nothing to talk about. He ain't giving us nothing, man. He finna go grab a third belt. He ain't giving us nothing, right? They sniffing around his nuts, waiting, right? Just like some fucking gossip blogs and shit, right? Like some gossip blogs and shit, right? Waiting on his next move, right? That don't have nothing to do with boxing, because Terrence Crawford told y'all shit over a month ago that he had a big announcement, and they still ain't got no big announcement for him. So they trying to deflect on us not having a Pacquiao fight. They trying to deflect on no announcement has been made with a Terrence Crawford fight, right? We already know who EJ fighting next. So they out here looking bad, man, and they need somebody they need something to talk about. So now they going with this. Now they out here disrespectful. They talking about Errol Spence is gay. They knew he was gay the whole time, right? Errol Spence is this and like, man, I'm gonna let you cook on this, and then I'm gonna go ahead and, because I know you got a lot to say about this shit, Money. I'm gonna let you cook, and then I'm gonna go ahead. You can pass it to me.
Yeah, bro, it's just mind blowing to me that a bunch of grown ass men to sit up here and to put, these homosexual thoughts in their head. You feel me? A bunch of grown ass men. It's like you say, bro. It's like I say, my homeboy did that shit to me a couple times. My cousin them did that shit to me playing. This nigga don't like to be touched. Grab me up, like, man, just about 2 weeks ago, my little cousin just did that shit. I'm like, boy, get back before I elbow your motherfucking ass. Bullshit.
Yeah, I got a homeboy that play like that all the time. I be like, man, chill out, dog. Play with me. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And then you look at Yellow Beezy, he know his fucking brother just bullshit. You see him right there, they still talking. But this the thing though, they women is recording, bro. They women in the background laughing and joking. These niggas playing, having fun. But anytime you're having fun and you playing and you rich like that, these kids go look at it. They, like you say, they just waiting on something. They need something, bro. They need something to add a little fuel to the fire. But like we say, once again, whenever they come out with Errol Spence shit, it's always negative. It's always defamation of character. It's always some bullshit to take the real eyes off what the fuck supposed to be going on. And that's Turnbull Crawford with the announcement of a Sean Porter or Manny Pacquiao that we ain't got shit yet. We ain't got nothing yet. You feel me? So they try to take this shit. Oh, and the thing is, he didn't even fucking kiss him. You look at the video, he didn't even kiss him. Young B's like, oh man, get back. This thing, you know what I'm saying? He didn't even kiss him, but he kissed another man. But we got shit out here with dudes doing way worse. And these Negroes ain't grabbing and say nothing about it. Just show you the effect that Errol Spence got on these dudes, bro. To be honest with you, they want to call us fanboys and this. Y'all niggas watching more than us. Y'all niggas watch every move. Y'all the one putting the shit up before we even see the shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all watching more than us. And y'all want to call us the fanboys? Come on, cut that shit out. Cut it out. So, like I say, man, a bunch of grown-ass men sitting up here like, these dudes came up from the gutter together, bro. Neither one of them ain't have a dime. Errol Spence made it to a millionaire. Yellow Bees made it to a millionaire, right? They got their women. They got their children. They living life. Shit that you niggas wish I can do. You know what I mean? A lot of you Negroes want the big-ass man-down chains, the nice padded watches with the diamonds, you know, the pocket full of money, being able to do whatever the fuck you want to do in these streets, the nice cars, the notoriety. Y'all want all that shit. The women. You feel me? So the only way y'all can hate on that shit, or, you know, because some of these niggas past their prime at that. You know what I'm saying? They past their prime, and they see young niggas at the age that they wish they was shining at. God damn, when I was that age, man, I was doing this. I was working this. I was doing, but they see them niggas shining, having fun. You know what I'm saying? And they can't get over this shit. You know what I mean? They can't get over this shit. So they gonna hate. They got these young ass niggas who don't know no better, these sheep ass niggas. You feel me? They just follow the leader ass motherfucker. So they just leading to be slaughtered. That's all they want to do. They want to be slaughtered. Oh yeah. The big sheep said it, so let's us say it. So they just follow the leader ass Negro. Ain't got no motherfucking valid points to what they trying to say, no facts or nothing. So they just run with the shit, bro. But the facts still remain. Errol Spence is the #1 welterweight, the unified welterweight, about to go on his 4th pay-per-view in a row, about to have 3 scraps to become 3 scrap shawty, right? And Bud Crawford is still going to have to accept that 60-40 and get his ass in that ring with Errol Spence. And like I said in the video that I just dropped, Spence is going to force his ass to get into the ring, because it's different when Errol Spence chasing your ass down, telling you let's fight, than Bud Crawford supposedly chasing you down, telling you let's fight. You feel me? Who Bud Crawford go fight when Errol Spence say let's fight? You ain't got nobody else to fight. You know what I mean? You can't bring up no names, especially when he got 3 scraps, you got the other, and it's it's undisputed online. Everybody gonna want to see the undisputed fight. Everybody still gonna want the fight. Now, when Spence said, come on, let's make it happen, and you talking about no, oh yeah, you ain't gonna like the response you go get, homie. You ain't gonna, you think you got a response, you ain't gonna like the response you go get, and it's gonna force your ass into that ring. So y'all can run around here try to push these weak ass, fake ass, you know, defamation and character ass narratives all y'all want to. Put a jacket on the motherfucker. That shit falling flat. That shit ain't falling on. It's falling on deaf ears. Only a couple silly, motherfuckers that ain't living their life picking up on that shit and running with it. Oh man, it do look suspect. Oh man, I ain't gonna never do that to my friend. Oh, that ain't his brother. That ain't his man. That's his fucking homeboy. They look each other like brothers. You feel me? You ain't gotta be blood to be brothers, nigga. Understand that shit. You can have a homeboy that you can love more than your own motherfucking brother. It happens all the time. If you're from where we from. So at the end of the day, bro, I ain't looking too far into that shit. I'm gonna let these motherfuckers run and how they look fun. Try to have they fun. You feel me? But the game still gonna stay the same. And then this another one. Oh man, he gotta be drinking. Every time they see something with this dude, you looking at dude eyes. Dude don't look no drunk or none of that. Oh yeah, he do look drunk. He do. Man, get the fuck out of here. Y'all just want to place a narrative on a motherfucker. But he training though. Look at it. Look how he look when he's standing next to that horse. So that nigga looking in shape, ready to go, but he drinking and doing all this other stupid ass shit that y'all want to claim he doing. So at the end of the day, bro, let them continue to think what they think. We know what this performance did look like against Ugas, right? And we know what's gonna happen after that. He on turns Will Crawford ass, and turns Will Crawford better accept that 60-40 and get his ass in the ring with Spence. Otherwise, it's gonna be a big problem.
M Stacks 85, right? Now, first you come in here and you talking about who gives a fuck about a Ugas fight. That's a paper belt, this, and that. First of all, if Ugas, right, has the belt,
exactly,
and Errol Spence, right, his goal is to be undisputed. Tell me how the fuck he becomes undisputed if he don't fucking go fight Ugas. Tell me. Make that make sense to me, right? Now you keep talking about, oh, so y'all want to fight a Ugas. You want to see Ugas fight Errol more than you want to see him and Terrence Bud Crawford fight. Who said that? Now, another thing is you keep talking about Bud Crawford and Errol Spence fight should be happening now. Why is he fighting Ugas? How many have you been living in the rock, dog? Or in the cave? How many times does Terrence Crawford have to come out and tell you that he don't want to fight? He said he's not fighting Errol. So why do you keep talking about Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford making a fight next. It can't happen. I don't understand what people don't get about that.
Let me say this, Key. You talking about let Ugas wait, right? But Bud finna go fight somebody else. He ain't like Ken just said. He just said he not fighting Errol Spence next. So if he not fighting Errol Spence next, what the fuck Errol Spence supposed to do? Sit around and not fight nobody, or go fight another fucking champion in the top 10? Some Bud ain't doing right now. Get the fuck out of here with the stupid shit. And then which one is bigger, Errol Spence and Bud for undisputed, or for 3 scraps? Because last time I checked, undisputed is the fucking, the creme de la creme of the motherfucking boxing game. One face, one name, one champion, like Wilder say. It don't get no better than that. It don't get no bigger. So get the fuck out of here with the bullshit, man.
So I don't understand how many times Terrence Crawford has to come out and say that he moved on from the fight. He said he wasn't going to take nothing. So I don't understand why cats like M Stacks always want to come in here talking about, why is he fighting Ugas? He could be fighting, but no, he can't.
Hey, Key, breaking news. Charles found guilty of all charges.
I seen that. Good, they did find him guilty. They ain't have really no choice but to find him guilty. But they ain't gonna do shit. They gonna give him a slap on the wrist. The judge gonna give him
10 years. 10 years, he'll be out in 3.
I don't even think he's gonna get 10.
I think it's gonna be 10 because of the cases they put on his ass.
I don't think he can get 10, but whatever it is, he'll be out within the next 2-3 years, chilling. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, dog, it's just, do I have to play? I mean, how many times do I have to play audio footage of Bud Crawford telling y'all that it's not gonna be no Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence fight? He don't want the fight. They even asked him, well, would he do the fight for 50-50? He said no. He said it's past him. So Luna, I don't know what type of dude that they named Luna, but you coming in here talking about clearly feelings over facts. What is not a fact that I just said, Money? Did Terrence Crawford not say that? Several times. Maybe these dudes been living in a fucking cave or something. But like I said, the whole thing is these dudes, is like bloggers and fucking groupie gossipers. They want to talk about something, right? Because they want to deflect that it still hasn't been no announcement being made with Terrence Crawford, right? You've been waiting on an announcement for months now. It still ain't been no announcement been made. Also, Terrence Crawford is coming out talking about he won't fight Errol Spence for nothing, basically. So, like my man, loyal to the game, boxing talk, it's a duck. It's a duck. So, I mean, what are y'all talking about? What y'all talking about? You know what I'm saying? Dust yourself off and try again. Dust yourself off and try again. You feel me? Because, see, the thing is, they want to talk about everything personal, right? They want to talk about everything personal when it comes to Errol Spence. We don't get personal when it comes to Bud Crawford. You see what I'm saying? I never get personal when it comes to Bud Crawford. And y'all hit the like button because y'all up in here watching, you know what I'm saying? But refuse to hit the like button. But like I said, man, we don't never talk about nothing personal when it comes to Terrence Crawford. We give him his props in the ring. We just talk about the facts that's, surrounding his career. That's it. All we do is talk about the facts that surrounding his career, and we give him his props, but we keep it 100, right? These dudes don't want to keep it 100. They don't want to keep it real. What's real is let me know, right? All of you BPC, Bud Protection Committee, to the whole Bud Protection Committee, let me know what announcement has been made for real, because we're not going to deflect off of what's really going on. Where's the announcement at?
Now watch this, Key. Now Errol Spence said after I get this 3rd scrap, right, we'll see you holding up the division. Bud Crawford came out and said no, the fight is behind him. He don't want to fight no more. M Stack and the other cats in here that's talking about we are feelings over facts, and the other niggas saying Spence fan. What's y'all thoughts on that? What's y'all thoughts on Turnbull Crawford saying he don't want the fight no more? Is behind him. Let me hear what y'all got to say about that. When Errol Spence came out and said, we gonna see you holding up the division after I get this third scrap. That Turnbull Crawford know. You know what I'm saying? We going for undisputed once I get this title. It's on. Let me hear y'all thoughts on that shit.
They ain't got no thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
They close their ears when that subject come up. But go ahead and cook real quick.
Yeah, y'all boys talk all that shit, but I want to know y'all thoughts on that. Because Earl already put himself in position to be the #1 kid. He did everything he had to do. Fought the better competition. Fit to become undisputed. Fit to become unified with 3 scraps, right? On pay-per-view for the 4th time in the world. You know, and go do good fucking numbers with Ubers. I know y'all hating on the fight, but he's gonna do good numbers with Ubers. You feel me? So if he the #1 kid in the division, he got 3 scraps, and he's sending out an offer to Turnbull Crawford. He don't accept it. What the fuck is that saying, bro? Y'all want to keep talking about, oh, the 60-40, the 60-40 this, the 60-40 that. Get the fuck out of here. That 60-40 is a great fucking offer. It's gonna be more money than he made in his entire career, and it's gonna be more money than the Pacquiao 20%. You feel me? Crawford wants to fight next. Ben wanted it. They should have negotiated. Crawford wants to fight next, but he's saying he don't want to fight. How do Crawford want to fight next when he's saying he's past Errol Spence and he don't want to fight no more? Even when they ask him, what about if it's 50-50? Oh man, I still don't know. You know, they made me do this, they made me do that. They didn't want it. So get the fuck out of here. How do we want to fight next when he's saying he don't want it no more? You feel me?
And you know, let's go back to this this George Floyd verdict. I see everybody getting excited because he got, found guilty or whatever. But to me, I'm not excited about that shit until I hear the judge give the sentence. That's what I'm waiting for. You feel what I'm saying? Because I've seen it's happened before. You know what I'm saying? It's happened before where police officers, they didn't been found guilty. It don't happen a lot, but it has happened before. And every single one of them that I've seen, they get a slap on the wrist. So everybody get excited and start jumping up and down because of the verdict. But at the end of the day, it's going to come down to what the sentencing that the judge gives him. That's what I want to see. Now, if they give him the sentence that he's supposed to have, that's when I'm going to jump up and down and be happy. But I'm going to wait for that. Whenever the sentencing is, that's what I'm waiting for. Because we know how these motherfuckers move. Ain't shit changed and ain't shit gonna change. But as far as the whole thing, with the Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford situation, it's like y'all want to talk about everything, but you don't want to talk about Terrence Crawford saying that he's not gonna take the fight no matter what. And then this is the thing, right? When Terrence Crawford continued to announce that the fight was behind him, he wasn't going to take the Errol Spence fight for nothing. These same Bud Protection Committee fans, they was jumping up and down, clapping their hands, talking about, "Ooh, Crawford said the fight's behind him. He said, fuck EJ, fuck EJ. Hell yeah. He ain't getting no fight." But then 2 weeks later, they come and try to act like we forgot, and they blaming it on Errol Spence again. Why doesn't this make sense to me? What's going on, dog? What's wrong with y'all? Y'all some funny moving ass characters. The fight needs to be made, period. You know what I'm saying? The fight needs to be made. Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford fight needs to be made, but the fight ain't gonna be made next. Errol Spence still got to go get that belt on his side. See, that's what y'all don't want. Y'all mad because y'all don't want to see him fight Ugas, right? Y'all don't want to see him fight Ugas. What am I making up, M Stacks? M Stacks, what am I making up? Type in the comment section and let me know what I'm making up. Now, y'all don't want to see him get that third strap versus Ugas. Why? Because you know that Then, right, you already know when he come in with 3 straps and Terrence Crawford got that weak-ass WBO belt, you know, then it's going to be a real big problem with Terrence Crawford asking for 50-50. Y'all know it ain't no way that he going to get nowhere near 50-50. That's the problem. You don't want to see Errol Spence get that 3rd strap. So you're mad. You sitting on the sideline, biting blood out your lip because you mad because he fighting all the best fights. He fighting all of the best competition and fighters, and you don't want to see him get that 3rd strap. Just say that. Just say you jealous and you don't want to see him get that 3rd strap. I know what it is. Coach said, I just said that. Yeah, they don't want to see him get that 3rd strap, Coach. So, once again, Catfish Hunter, what's good with it? Catfish in the building. He a huge Crawford fan. And I'm a Crawford fan, but check this out, dog. He said, get Crawford. He said, get Crawford's belt. That's all we trying to see. Everything else is blah, blah, blah. Right? Everything else is blah, blah, blah. Right? Why haven't none of y'all came and addressed Crawford saying that he don't want to fight? That he don't want to fight for 60-40, he don't want it for 70-30, and he don't want it for 50-50. Why haven't none of y'all addressed Crawford coming out saying that he don't want to fight? Why? Why haven't y'all addressed that?
But they ain't got shit to address.
Why? How come ain't nobody, how come none of y'all Bud Protection Committee, how come none of the Bud Protection Committee have come in here and said, you know, and addressed Terrence Crawford moving hella suspect saying he don't want to fight? Why haven't none of y'all addressed Terrence Crawford, right, not taking the fight with Sean Porter? Letting Manny Pacquiao, right, set him up for dates and then ditching out on him 7 years in a row. Why haven't none of y'all addressed none of that shit? Because you're so focused on trying to watch every move that Errol Spence make that don't have nothing to do with boxing, right? You so focused on every move that Errol Spence makes outside of the boxing ring that don't have nothing to do with what's going on in boxing. You can't focus on what's really going on. And your man, Bud, has bamboozled y'all right in front of y'all face. This fucking mega fight that you crying about, talk about you want to see, he the main reason, telling y'all he's the main reason that you're not going to see it. But you don't hear none of that. And when we talk about the facts, right? Because ain't shit I said on here, nothing but facts. When we talk about the facts, right? They try to act like, oh, y'all in your feelings. That's not, we telling lies or some shit.
Exactly, dog.
Right?
They talking about Earl ducking for 3 years. The fight ain't been realistic for 3 years. How the fuck you ducking for 3 years? Get the fuck out of here, bro. Stop the bullshit.
Catfish talking about stop it. Stop what? Stop what? Tell me what I need to stop. How can dog? This shit crazy to me, money.
It sound like you're talking to a broken fucking record.
It's like I'm talking to a fucking brick wall.
Yeah, this nigga talking about they can make the fight next.
How can he make the fight next if Bud Crawford, once again, if Bud Crawford continues to say that the fight is behind him, he's not going to negotiate no fight, and he's not fighting Errol Spence? How can he make the fight next?
Exactly, coach.
And then, right, and then when your own promoter come out and says that they can't make the fight right now. How? I want you to put up the money, M Stacks, and make the fight then. Call Bud Crawford, put up the money, and make the fight for him. Since you keep talking about the fight can be made next, the fight can be made next. You might know something that I don't know. How? Let me know how this fight could be made next. I mean, that's just you got to be the dude that a woman tell you a million times, no, I'm not going out on the with you. No, I'm not fucking with you. And you just keep on and keep on. You didn't went so far. You didn't popped up at her fucking house and rang her doorbell. Her husband at the crib and everything. She done told you she married. She done told you that she not interested. And you just ain't gonna take no for an answer, right? Huh? You just ain't gonna take no for an answer. I mean, what is we doing? How many times do Bud Crawford gotta tell you? So how can you keep talking about the fight can be made next when your main man keep telling you no? And he got on, dog. The man went on the zone, grabbed a mic and said,
I bet you Macworld Trevion Crawford, too.
Huh?
I bet you Macworld Trevion Crawford.
What you say?
The Macworld in here. I said, I bet you that's Trevion Crawford, probably.
I ain't even read his comment. I'll
been making
get to the comments right now.
Since 2018, he on camera ducking, goofy. That's how Trevion Crawford talk. That's him.
Yeah, that's how he talk. Yeah, but hey, but dog, it's crazy to me because Terrence Crawford got on the microphone, right, adamant and fucking, he was irritated. I already told y'all the fight is behind me. I'm not fighting Errol Spence. Right? The Bud Protection Committee fans are the same fans that motherfucking Elvis Presley got that don't believe he dead. That swear up and down that Elvis Presley ain't dead, that they seen him in Tennessee last week. He living out in the woods somewhere.
Singing my blue suede shoes.
Yeah, that's what this the type of shit that it reminds me of. Like the man keep telling y'all, if Errol Spence come out, this is the thing, money. Look, if Errol came out and was like, I'm not fighting Bud Crawford, quit asking me about Bud Crawford. That fight is behind me. I'm not fighting him. Don't ask me about that no more. That fight is never going to happen because those are the words that Bud Crawford said. Quit asking me how many times I got to tell you that fight is never going to happen. It don't matter what the split is. It's not going to happen, right? If Errol came out and said that, right, do you think I would be on here like a fucking damn fool talking about they can still make the fight happen, make the fight happen? He said, no, but he didn't mean that. I'm going to be like, well, shit. Errol moving suspect, man. Like Errol, he needs to make the fight happen, but he said he ain't gonna make the fight happen. What can I do? I can't make that man fucking walk in the ring and dress him up and get and throw him in the ring. Like I wouldn't be on here acting like that. I'll be on here keeping it real. Like, man, I don't got nothing to say. Like, you know what I'm saying? Terrence Crawford is offering him to fight. Terrence Crawford, you know what I'm saying? But he said that he don't want to fight him, so he ducking him. Shit crazy to me, dog. It's crazy, man. It's like, I don't know if they don't comprehend well, if they hard of hearing. I don't know what this shit is, dog. Or if they just, you know, this is a dream and they just not going to let it go. Batman said, Bud fought all bums at 147. I ain't going to call them all bums. I ain't going to say that, but, you know, he hasn't fought the best competition at 147. I'll leave it at that. Santos Montañez, what's happening with it, man? What's good with you? Macadocious Mac of the South says Spence called Crawford on the phone and they had a conversation about them fight. The negotiations has to be right. Ain't no one ducking.
Kurt, shout out to Kurt. Kurt, we see you in the building. OG was going down, Kurt.
What's good with it, Kurt? The boxing encyclopedia. Bumpy Thompson said, I wish dudes would speak facts, not Bud BS. They not going to speak facts. You know why? Because when they speak facts, if they spoke the facts, they wouldn't be on here arguing because they don't have no argument. You feel what I'm saying? You can't speak. That's why they don't want to come in here and speak facts. They want to speak around the facts and talk about everything else but what's really going on. Because if they spoke the facts, they wouldn't have an argument. It's just like a lawyer, right? Right? Your lawyer the defense lawyer is representing a client that he know is guilty. The client then told him, right behind closed doors, I did the shit. I did everything they said that I did. But I still want you to defend me. I still want you to
do
get
your
me
job.
off.
Do your job.
Right?
And I'm paying you
I want
for
you to do your job, and I still need you to defend me and to get me off, right? So the lawyer is not going to go to trial or, to the prosecution team and, to try to get a plea or go to trial or whatever. He's not going to go speaking the facts of what really happened, right? He's going to deflect and he's going to make up other shit. Because if he go in there and speak the facts, what is that going to do? All you're going to hear is guilty. So that's what the Blood Protection Committee is doing. They can't speak facts. And I understand that. Money understands that. They're not going to speak the facts because if they spoke it, they wouldn't have no argument. They'll just have to shut up, chill, and listen to what the fuck we got to say. Sheena, she say, those are the words of a duck. And my bad, I missed, where's her super chat? I missed her super chat earlier.
You just had a super chat up on your damn screen.
I know I did, and I took it down because I got to click on her comment.
Hashtag the truth. She said, cook Keon, hashtag the truth.
And I appreciate you, Sheena, for that super chat. Okay, I found it. Yeah, I appreciate you always supporting the channel, Sheena. Yeah, we got to cook, man. Because none of these other cats, they don't want to speak the truth. When it's facts that hurts Errol Spence, because that's what y'all want to hear. Y'all want to hear us talk shit about Errol Spence and bring up some shit that's going to hurt him in the argument. Well, when something comes up, I'll be the first one to bring it up. But it ain't none came up yet because we talking about boxing. I'm not talking about him hanging out with his friends outside of the ring. Whatever the fuck he do in his personal life. Because I don't talk about what Adrian Broner do in his personal life. I don't talk about what Tank Davis do in his personal life. I don't talk about what Terrence Crawford do in his personal life. I don't talk about what Wilder do in his personal life. I don't talk about what Canelo do with in his personal life. None of them. Right? We're talking about what's going on in boxing. And when we talk about what's going on in boxing, Errol Spence is doing everything that he said he was going to do. He said, I'm going to clean up my side of the street. I'm going to get all of the belts over here. I'm going to run through all of these names over here. And then when I got all the straps, I'm going to come and see you. And he just told y'all, once I get this third strap from Ugas, we going to see who bluffing. We going to see who holding up the fight. We going to see who really wants to smoke and who don't want to smoke. That's all I got to say. I'm done. Go ahead, Money.
Yeah, I just seen this dude say, don't want to fight anymore, so be it, and keep it pushing. G, Earl not the only motherfucker in boxing. That's what we saying. We're not saying Earl is the only motherfucker in boxing. What we saying is Bud need to fight somebody at the 147-pound division. But when we say that, guess what? Bud seemed to think he the only motherfucker in boxing. Don't tell us it's us. So when we look at the whole situation, bro, that's what I'm going to say, dog. Earl put the tweet out, after I get this third scrap, we'll see you holding up the division. We talking about now. I'm going to stick on the right motherfucking now. Fuck all the bullshit that y'all trying to bring up. You know, y'all ain't doing nothing but hurting yourself because y'all ain't making no valid points. It's bullshit. We stepping on the shit. Every little thing y'all try to bring up, we can step on that shit. And we throw the facts back at y'all ass. Only thing y'all go say is, well, they both to blame. Every time you put something on Bud ass that he said or some bullshit, oh, they both to blame. But Earl been ducking for 3 years, which is not true. Earl told him to get a belt. Okay, he got a belt, but he was still facing other champions. Earl said this. Earl said that. Y'all want to bring up so much shit But when we bring up the shit about Turnbull Crawford, y'all motherfucker, no, that ain't true. He ain't say that. Or they both to blame. Like, man, get out here with the bullshit, bro. At the end of the day, Errol Spence told the man, when I get this third scrap, we go see you holding up the division. Bud Crawford seen that shit like they see everything else that the man tweet and put out, right? That motherfucker say, oh, no, I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight no more. You know, they made me wait too long. You know, I'm going to go fight Pacquiao, who I've been chasing for 35 years. You know what I'm saying? Apparently, you know, that's a good fight. And you go get more credit beating Errol Spence than beating Manny Pacquiao if you can beat him. Then what I don't get is, you're saying they make you wait too long, but even if you was going to go fight Manny Pacquiao, Earl was to fight somebody, it still would have been one fight before y'all fought. And it's still one fight. It's still the same position right now. Ain't nothing changed but your Dennis Ugas over Manny Pacquiao. That's it. The scrap's still right there. It's still one fight, and you talking about you don't want to fight no more. After you the one said, oh, I don't want him coming off the accident. I don't want him because if I fight him coming off the accident, they ain't going to give me no credit. You ain't say you ain't want to fight then. You feel me? But all of a sudden, when Errol Spence beat Danny Garcia, looked tremendous, come out and say, you know, we go see who want this fight. I mean, see who hold up the division when I get this third scrap. Now y'all want to fight no more. So at the end of the day, bro, Earl will be on his ass after he get this third scrap. That's all I'm going to say. In terms of Will Crawford, you know, if he don't accept that fight and EJ say, come on, let's fight, it ain't going to look good for him, period. And I'm going to be on his ass.
Right. Me too. You know what I'm saying? And Catfish talking about he can't fight motherfuckers that won't fight him. And let me tell you, man, newsflash, dog. Keith Thurman called him out. Sean Porter been on his motherfucking helmet. Like Sean Porter been living in his motherfucking naps. I mean, so what you mean he can't fight dudes that don't want to fight him? Those right there are two highly credible opponents that's been wanting to fight him. That's been calling for the fight. So I don't know what you mean by he can't fight dudes that don't want to fight him. It's crazy because it's like these fans, man, they see and hear only what they want to see and hear. When it's convenient. You dig what I'm saying? When it's convenient. Like Errol Spence putting up a video with him and Yellow Beezy joking around with each other. That was convenient. They seen that, but all this other shit, all these other facts that has to do with boxing that we giving them, ain't none of this never happened according to them, right? Ain't none of this shit going on according to them. Yeah, right, Batman. He said, Errol said what he was going to do from the beginning, and he's living up to it. Exactly. So how can you hate a man that's told you from the very beginning what he was going to do, and he doing everything that he said he was going to do? Right? But, and I'm going to end it with this. You hating a man that's doing everything he said he was going to do, living up to everything he said he was going to do, money. They hate that shit, right? They want to come in here. They want to argue with me, right? Right? But when I come on here and I do videos and I talk about Tyson Fury, when I come on here and I do videos and I talk about Tyson Fury not being a man of his word, not doing what the fuck he said he was going to do, ain't none of these dudes in here. I don't see none of them in here. Ain't none of them in here. They ain't got to say. Go ahead, Money. What's your closing words, man? We've been cooking. We've been cooking for about 2 hours, man. We gonna get ready to get up out of here, man. What's your closing words?
Appreciate everybody.
Brandon House. What's happening with you?
Brandon, what's going down? Everybody coming through showing love, man, rocking out. Even the Bud Protection Committee, you know, y'all came in and tried to hold it down, but that shit fell flat. Shout out to Bomac for stopping through as usual, showing love. Kwame, you know, Lori, the beautiful Sheena, Cassandra Mason, everybody that came through, roll it out, man. It's all love, family. Y'all continue to follow me at Monty Brown TV. The live stream is down, but we're working on, you know, a new channel, you know, the Big Step of Boxing TV to go live on. We're going to see how that worked out. Just go see if we can stream you out on that thing. If not, then we ain't gonna try to push too hard for it, but you know, if not, I'm gonna be using the Key Show sometimes to go live. And we go work it like that. But y'all follow me on Instagram at Monty_the_writer as well. You feel me? Y'all go watch, like, and share those videos because we're going to be pumping them videos out left to right. You understand what I'm saying? And we're going to keep it pushing, man. Much love to y'all till we get back to live in July. We're going to keep grinding. We're going to bring y'all the best news out there. You know, we're working on big things behind the scenes. So y'all just stay tuned. Keep rocking out with your boy. Y'all know I get down, man. Big dog status, family.
Yeah, so you hear the money. He will be. He gonna be going live doing his show, you know, on my channel from you know, until he get his shit back. They trying to hold him down. So make sure that y'all support him in his Cash App and show him some love. You know, ain't nothing changed. And just, you know, let when you gonna do your, you gonna keep the same time slot, ain't you?
Yes, sir. 8 p.m. Central.
Yep. So, you know, y'all know what it is. But I appreciate everybody for coming through, showing love. You know what I'm saying? We gonna debate. It's all love, you know. Everybody, this is boxing. We gonna agree to disagree. That's just what it is, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing personal. I don't take none of this shit personal. It's just, you know, it's boxing talk. That's what we do, man. We cook. Much love to M Stacks, Macadocious, Mac of the South, Sheena, Santo, everybody that came through, Coach, Batman, Randall, Knockout 86, everybody that's in the building. My man Brandon House, Kwame, yeah, all the queens that came through. Make sure that y'all hit the like button before you leave out. If you ain't hit the like button, and y'all already know how we do, you know what I'm saying? There you go, talking that boxing again, and I'm out. I appreciate y'all.
Yeah, I dropped the video on the knockout. Just go to my channel. You'll see the video, bro. It's in the link in the description, bro.
Yes, sir.
But we out, champs.
We out.
They're seamless in no department. Speed, power, chance, heart, none.
Alright.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There he go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts, cooking again.
There he go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There he go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts, cooking again.
There he go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There he go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts, cooking again.
There he go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There he go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There he go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts, cooking again.
There he go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There he go talking that boxing again.
Talking big facts, I ain't tell no lies. Real talk like fight fan. Slap a troll with my right hand. Hit the like button, watch the replay. Want all the smoke like EJ. Fuck a troll what he say. I bomb a nigga like Wilder, boy. Spray the thing, make shower, boy. Tyson Fury, you a coward, boy. Box a nigga like ego. Make you bow your head, take one knee like Kell Brook and Tim Tebow. Since the time that lesser been black and eyes like Debo.
Like Debo?
And I'm a breadwinner like Kevin Gates. Smoke strong, make you levitate. On my evil Spence, might meditate. Gon' watch me, you gon' steady hate. But I pimp the game like 7-8.
7-8.
And I'm a big stepper like Money Brown. I don't mess around, I don't fuck around. But I fuck around, not wear my crown.
Fuck around, not wear my crown.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There he go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts, cooking again.
There he go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There he go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts, cooking again.
There he go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There he go talking that boxing again.
Spitting big facts and I'm cooking again.
There he go talking that boxing